Well, it is Thursday, which means it's time for us to talk about what is opening this week, brought to you by our friends at AMC Theaters. We got 3 major films opening this week. Number 1, speaking of Paul W.S. Anderson, Resident Evil, the final chapter is opening up. And so, Natasha, tell us about these movies, starting with that one.
All right, picking up immediately after the events in Resident Evil Retribution, Alice, played by Milla Jovovich, is the only survivor of what was meant to be humanity's final stand against the undead. Now she must return to where the nightmare began, the Hive in Raccoon City, where the Umbrella Corporation is gathering its forces for a final strike against the only remaining survivors of the apocalypse. A Dog's Purpose is also coming out this week. Reincarnated as multiple canines over the course of 5 decades, a devoted dog voiced by Josh Gad develops an unbreakable bond with a kindred spirit named Ethan, played by Bryce Gheisar. As the boy grows older and comes to a crossroad, the dog once again comes back into his life to remind him of his true self. And we also have Gold coming out. Kenny Wells, a prospector desperate for a lucky break, teams up with a similarly eager geologist and sets off on an amazing journey to find gold in the uncharted jungle of Indonesia. Getting the gold was hard, but keeping it is even more difficult, sparking an adventure through the most powerful boardrooms of Wall Street.
The one, myself, that I'm really looking forward to, and I've been looking forward to this one for a while, is Gold. Just the story sounds great. Then you get a guy like Matthew McConaughey in there. That sounds great. And you know, I got to admit, I haven't been looking forward to A Dog's Purpose, even before, you know, the controversy of the video and all. I wasn't looking forward to it. Not because I didn't think it looked good, but I'm a dog guy. I have owned dogs my whole life. I don't want to go watch a movie where one character dog dies 9 times. I just didn't want to see it, and that kind of turned me off. But the one I'm particularly looking forward to is Gold. What about you, John?
Well, for me, it's a pretty dry one. Looking forward to is strong. I'm looking forward to possibly watching some more Star Trek: The Next Generation this weekend. But for the reviews, I think it's time to lay Resident Evil to rest. So I'm going to take it. I'm going to dig a hole. I'm going to put Resident Evil in it. I'm going to bury it, and I'm going to say, please don't come back. And I'm going to walk away. Dog's Purpose, I can't look. I've same reason, because my dog Gypsy's been sick for like 3 weeks. I don't need to see someone's dog die 7 times. At a point in my life, I'm happy enough where I'm like, I have nothing to be sad about. I'll watch A Dog's Purpose to bring me back to reality and to flog myself, cinematically speaking. But, I mean, really, Star Trek TNG, folks, it's awesome, but we're going to lay Resident Evil to rest.
Clark.
Yeah, we had Paul on Nightmares, as you mentioned, and my dad took me to see not only Mortal Kombat in the theater, but Resident Evil as well. And
wow.
Paul had mentioned that, you know, when they first started this, he had all these little ideas in his head that he had sort of filed away for if we should happen to get another one. And now, however many movies in, those things are finally coming out. And I like the idea of Alice going back to where it all began. So I'm looking forward to Resident Evil. I have fun with Paul's movies, so I'm excited.
I'm surprised because someone kept telling me about this over and over, and I said, I don't know if I want to see it. And they said, you should. And I said, okay, so I'm going to watch the Royal Rumble this weekend. It's on the WWE Network. Nothing. Listen, I actually, it was funny because I missed the screening, a couple of these screenings of both Gold and Dog's Purpose, and I wound up seeing both of them. And I will tell you that Gold is not good. It's not good. The problem.
Oh, you're crushing me.
Sorry, man. It's not good. The problem. It takes place in the 80s. It's loosely based off a true story. You don't know why. There's a goofy tooth involved. It's just I don't understand why McConaughey did that to himself for this movie. And yeah, it's just a mess. And Dog's Purpose, sad. Yes, you know it's going to be with the premise alone. There's a couple. Take the controversy out of it. When I saw the trailer, I was saying, do I want my daughter to see this? And it's like, no, I don't. It's not for kids. Like, she's not ready for those themes and stuff yet. It's not. No, it's not tragic. It's just part of life. But still, as a dog, I want to put myself through that? And then plus all the controversy. So, like I said, watch other things on TV.
You know, weekends like this, we reviewers of YouTube, we call it going to work.
Yep, that's so true.
Well, that should have to happen once a year, Jerry.
Yeah, that's right.